the post-rationalization and say, okay, what structure can I fit it in? It might be macro trends, micro trends, and mega trends and how they link together.
Welcome to another episode of Stuck in Design. Each week, we pose questions to three founders, Donn, Jieyu or Tze, who run award-winning design agency Stuck. They'll share with us tips and lessons on design, creativity, and business. Without further ado, let's get into it.
It sounds like you have a few lenses that you use when you look at a piece of research, and it feels like there's a system at the back of your head that you use.
I don't have a system, but I try and put it in a system to make it more coherent for the audience. Like in reality, I think most of the information comes in pockets and bits and bobs, and there isn't really a structure to, like black hole of like whatever is near enough just gravitates to the black hole. And then later you try and make sense of it. But it doesn't make, I think you have to, maybe it's the post-rationalization and say, okay, what structure can I fit it in? In this case, it was the structure of like brands, technology, and consumer to make sense of it. In another project, it might be something else. It might be macro trends, micro trends, and mega trends and how they link together. One last thought when you're asking that question, which maybe is also interesting, is that the last, I guess, valuable thing to stay current is to look at what's happening from other studios and other designers, because a lot of times you work in your own world of like the stuff that you do, but if you look at the output from other design or design related studios, or even at a very base level, right? If you're just out and you have 1 year or 2 years of experience and you're doing your thing, if you go to Behance and look at what everyone else is doing, you have a better understanding of, hey, this is kind of benchmark. Yeah, so same thing, right? Like when you're doing research, what is benchmark for the information you're putting out? I think that's kind of on a personal level also to look at. If we're doing something client aside or like insights aside, is what we're putting out benchmark among the design community? Is it cool? Whether it's in terms of the perspective, in terms of the aesthetics, in terms of the synthesis, everything, the total package.
Thanks for joining us today on Stuck in Design. See you next week for more tips on design, creativity, and business.